Hello everybody, this is Jeannie T with It's All About Yarn, Knit and Crochet. Today I'm winding up more hanks of yarn into cakes. This is the yarn haul that I got from Briggs & Little. And I've made one pattern in here already. It is the Trinity hat. And it turned out beautiful. It's in the Saltwater Classics. And here it is. I made it with Briggs & Little 100% pure wool. It's not knitted in your traditional way. And I was going to make one of everything in the book. But you know what? I love this. And I'm going to make it again. So I need to wind up more yarn. Now this is a little bit of a rougher yarn. It even has little flecks of hay and straw still in it. I just love how it wasn't knitted in the round, guys. Not in the round at all. So you can purchase the book online, and Briggs & Little sells it as well. But I'm winding up some of this black yarn. It's soft spun. I turn it over and you can see bits of straw and hay still in it, but I like it. It's almost like a traditional mark. So yes, I'm winding yarn. I am using my my ball winder from Knit Picks. And, oops. Briggs & Little uses the same strand all the way around to tie the hank of yarn. They don't use pieces. So this time it's in a knot, sometimes it's in a bow, and I can just untie it. So, okay, so I just cut it where they had it tied. So one of these two ends, there's one end, there's the other end. One of them is the one that ties the whole hank all the way around, and this is it. So this is all I have to do, is pull that, and it will go to the next tie. It's really easy. And I don't have a Swift. So all I'm going to do is hang this on the back of my chair. I'm going to make another one of those hats. I don't have any whips on the go. I need one for knitting, and I need to start one for crocheting, and I have plans. So I have, look at that. So anyways, all I do is I just take off a few rounds where I don't have a Swift. My floor is clean, so I just let it go on the floor. I just take off a few rounds. And then don't forget I'm stopping to do the camera movement too. But yeah, it winds pretty good. So I'm going to be winding this one and one more today, and I'm going to make a hat with the soft spun just to see how it turns out. I have 4 hanks of this. 2 are wound up and 2 more to go. So I will be making one more of the Trinity hats. They're beautiful, I like it. And then I get to use some of my little tags. And I have tags that fold in 2 and just go on the edge as well. Yes, I need to get myself a Swift, but I want to make sure it's a very fast one because I'm winding this, but I'm not holding any tension at all. And my they are wound so loose, they are so spongy, they are not going to interfere with the tension of the yarn at all, so they'll have their full bounce and it won't interfere with your gauge. Because if you wind your yarn a little bit too tight, it stretches it out and it takes the bounce away, and then your yarn is actually skinnier. You don't want that to happen. So anyways, yes, make sure you wind your yarn as loose as you possibly can. imagine how it would go if I had a Swift. Little snag. You can hear a rumble in the background. It sounds like an earthquake, but it's actually the train. Oh, I should see how many times this turns for one turn of the handle. So I'll start it right up at the top, right up here. Just once. Is that 3 times? Let's try that again. I was sort of watching in the camera and got distracted. Okay, so the handle's straight down. So here's once, twice, 3 times. So every time you turn the handle once, this goes 3 times. I am almost at the end of my hank. There's black fiber all over my tablecloth. It was even in my tea earlier. I was watching Carrie and Froggy and Sam, and Sam told me to drink my tea anyways, so I did. I took out all the big chunks of fiber and I drank it, and I told her I hope I don't start sounding sheepish. I said that would be bad. Anyway, she laughed. But I only have, oh, it fell off the chair because there's only a few strands left. It's not heavy enough to stay on when I pull on it now. This is the end of the hank. I don't want that in there. Oh, it's there. So there. So this is the starting piece. And here somewhere. It just slides right off easily. There it is. So that's the trimmed in. This here I'll just put back inside. And what I do, I take, this was a sticker one, but full size. I just usually put it onto the end so that we can find it. There wasn't, all these hanks that I've wound up, I think I had 10 altogether, and I have one left to do. But there was only one knot, and that was all. So I think I'll work on that one because, yeah, it's the last one I've done. So anyways, I have one more to do up, and I will be beginning one of these today again. I like the top of the hat because when I was done knitting it, it looks like that. Like it could stand up with a flat top if I wanted it to. But in the picture it goes to the round of your head nicely. I'll just fold it over like that so it's folded like that. I got my tag, my homemade tag, made with love. Where I got these guys was from Wish. Okay, they look like leather. I'm not sure if they're man-made. They may be, if not. If they are man-made, they are done very nicely. So next, I have another project I will be beginning because I need one on my hook as well. I think I will take you right into the yarn room. So here we are in my yarn room, and this is many of my tall needles. But you know what? Everybody is switching over to cable needles because they don't have, you know, that long steel needles that get in your way on each side when you're sitting down somewhere trying to knit and they're catching onto everything. I much prefer cable needles now. So to me, I think in the future these might turn obsolete. Cables are so much better, I think. Unless you have some shorter ones, you don't mind using them just back and forth. But the super long ones, I would rather get a cable. So now I think I want to use up some of this big stuff into a blanket. It's all Bernat except for the white fluffy stuff. I have a bunch of whites as well. That's number 6. What number is this? It takes a 8mm. Number 6. Super chunky blanket yarn. So I don't want a blanket in all of this color. I think what I'm going to do is sort of make a brick or block style. They have some nice patterns here for blankets as well. And the patterns are on the back of the labels, or I think they are. Yes, they are. So I could also go on to Yarnspirations and check, yarnspirations.com. But yeah, I have 6 of these, and like to make this blanket here, it only takes 3 of the main color and 2 of the other color. So that's only 5. And I have 6, 7, 8. I have 9 balls. So let's see. That one takes 6. And this one only takes 2. It's just a chair cover, that's why. So yeah, I'm going to start these on my hook. I think I'm going to begin it with white and mix it through with these to make it a little bit like the picture, but sort of different. Okay, so anyways, everybody, this is going to be my crochet project, and I'm going to throw another hat on the cables with wool, and I'll see you next time when I get them going. Bye now.